Dear students, welcome to today's English class. Today we have Unit 1, Section 3, My Kingdom, poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Dear students, do you agree that children often live in a world of make-believe or in a world of imagination? Did you live in an imaginary world of your own when you were a child? How did the real world appear in contrast to the world of your imagination? Or what is the difference between the imagined world and the real world? In this poem, My Kingdom, which is written by Robert Louis Stevenson, explains about the dream of a young child and make children to understand the reality of this world. According to the little boy in the poem, the world around him belongs to him as his kingdom. He starts to imagine as everything belongs to him. The poet Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish novelist, poet and travel writer. He was a celebrity in his lifetime. Today, his works are held in general acclaim. He is one of the most translated authors in the world. Now, let us read the poem, My Kingdom.
My Kingdom by R.L. Stevenson. Down by a shining water well, I found a very little dell, no higher than my head. The heather and the gorse about in summer bloom were coming out, some yellow and some red. I called the little pool a sea. The little hills were big to me, for I am very small. I made a boat, I made a town. I searched the caverns up and down, and named them one and all. And all about was mine, I said, the little sparrows overhead, the little minnows too. This was the world, and I was king. For me, the bees came by to sing. For me, the swallows flew. I played there were no deeper seas, nor any wider plains than these, nor other kings than me. At last I heard my mother call out from the house at evenfall to call me home to tea. And I must rise and leave my dell, and leave my dimpled water well, and leave my heather blooms. Alas! And as my home I neared, how very big my nurse appeared, how great and cool the rooms.
Dear students, I hope you followed the poem very carefully. Now, let's try to understand the poem. The first stanza. Down by a shining water well, I found a very little dell, no higher than my head. The heather and the gorse about in summer bloom were coming out, some yellow and some red. Here in the first stanza, well means a small pool. Dell, a small valley with trees growing in or around it. Heather, a low wild plant with small purple, pink or white flowers. Gorse, a bush with thin leaves with sharp points and small yellow flowers. Summer bloom here means with the flowers fully open. In the first stanza of the poem, the little boy or a little child, he just comes out of his house and he moves to a nearby little valley or a dell. Dell means a small valley with the trees growing in or around it. And there is a well which means a small pool. No higher than my head, the heather and the gourds about in summer bloom were coming out, some yellow and some red. So he is in a valley. There is a small pond in the valley, and there are little plants with flowers. They are not higher than his head. They are not as tall as him. A small plants with the yellow, red, purple flowers are there. So our little boy in a little valley outside his house, there is a pond nearby him, and there are little plants, flowering plants around him. This is summer season. All these plants are there with the flowers. Now we shall move to the second stanza of the poem. I called the little pool a sea. The little hills were big to me, for I am very small. I made a boat. I made a town. I searched the caverns up and down and named them one and all. Now our little child in the poem imagines what he considers the small pond in front of him as a sea. There were little hills, but since he was very small, for him those hills were very big. And now I made a boat and I made a town. He imagines there is a boat in the pond, and he imagines there is a town around him. I searched the caverns up and down and named them one and all. Cavern means a cave, especially a large one. He searched for caverns everywhere around him, and he named them. He gave name for each one. These are imaginations. These are just the make-believe of that little child. And all about was mine. I set the little sparrows overhead, the little minnows too. This was the world, and I was king. For me the bees came by to sing. For me the swallows flew. Sparrows, a small brown and grey bird. Minnows, a very small freshwater fish. Swallows, a small bird with long pointed wings and a tail with 2 points. The imagination of our little child reaches the next level. He says he is the king of the kingdom around him. And what all things are there around him? Sparrows are there, minnows are there, bees are there, swallows. The sparrows over his head, they are flying above the king. And minnows are there in the pond. And bees are singing for the king. And swallows flew. Yes, they may be fanning for the king. So child considers himself as the king, and he makes a kingdom around him. That's why I hope you remember the title of our poem, My Kingdom. Yes, now he became the king and he establishes his kingdom. Now we will see next stanza. I played there were no deeper seas, nor any wider plains than these, nor other kings than me. At last I heard my mother call out from the house at evenfall to call me home to tea. Here the king, our little child, says there were no deeper seas than this little pond. Being the king, he thinks that this is the deepest sea, nor any wider plains than this. Little boy feels the small dell where he was is the widest. There is no other plain bigger than this, nor other kings than me. The next is, there is no other king, only one king. Really, there is only one king in that kingdom, that is he himself. At last, I heard my mother call. The child hears the call of his mother out from the house at evenfall to call me home to tea. The mother is calling from home for what? To take his evening tea. Evenfall means evening. And I must rise and leave my dell, and leave my dimpled water well, and leave my heather blooms, alas. And as my home I neared, how very big my nurse appeared, how great and cool the rooms. Since the mother had called him, he has to leave. From where he has to leave his dell, that is his kingdom. The king has to leave his kingdom and leave my dimpled water well. Dimpled water well means a small hollow with the water. So he has to leave his sea and leave my heather blooms. The flowering plants around him, they were with the summer flowers. He has to leave his plants too. Alas. He's very sad. That's why he says, alas. And as my home I neared. What does he see when he reaches his home? How very big my nurse appeared. Since the boy was a little boy, for him a grown-up nurse, a house servant. The nurse here means a woman whose job was to take care of the little boy in his own home. So the nurse appeared very big for him because he was only a little child. Because he has been in a world of imagination where he was the king, where he had a kingdom. But in real world, he is a small little boy. Even a servant is much bigger than he. How great and cool the rooms. He got into the house and he feels the comforts of his own house and he feels how great it is. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed and understood this little poem. This poem talks only about the innocent dreams of a little boy who imagines himself as a king, and he considers the nature around him, the surroundings around him as his kingdom. And finally, at the end of the poem, he comes back from his own dreams. Dear students, I will send you the words, meanings, sentences and question answers of this unit. You have to write those notes in your notebook. You should write handwriting book, and you have to take photographs of your notebook and handwriting book and kindly send to me. Until we meet in the next English class, take care. Thank you.